Hey human, welcome to Everyday Affirmations with me, Blayne Katona. We've already felt the anger. We gave it space to speak. Now comes deeper awareness, the part where we turn toward it and start to see where it really comes from. Facing anger isn't about blame. It's about curiosity. It's realizing that anger is the body's smoke alarm. And if you're always smelling smoke, maybe it's time to check where it's smoldering. Let me tell you a story. I've told this one 100 times, and it's absolutely going in the book. When I finally found someone to do counseling with, the first session was almost my last. Picture it. Me sitting on the soft couch, box of Kleenex in hand, ready for the part where she'd finally hear how messed up my entire life was and feel bad for me. And she was perfect, nodding in all the right places, and then what happened? I thought, finally, someone gets it. So I let it all out. Every story, every name, every reason life had been unfair. I was sure we were about to diagnose what was wrong with everyone else and finally build a plan for how they could change so my life could get easier, so I could stop feeling the way I was feeling. But when I finally ran out of steam, she looked at me sweetly, calmly, motherly even, and said, "Well, the good news is this is fixable. I know what your problem is." And I thought, oh great, she's brilliant. Until she followed it up with, out of everything you've said, and I fully recognize you were the victim in much of it, but you are the common denominator in every story you've just told me. Now listen, I know I've never been kicked in the teeth, but I am confident that's what it would have felt like. I left that session heated. I almost did not go back. But after the embarrassment and the sting wore off, I realized she was right. Not because everything that happened was my fault, but because after years of angrily holding on to everything and realizing I was still here, unhappier than I had ever been, this was the only thing I felt like I could actually control. That's what facing it means. It's not self-blame, it's self-honesty. It's realizing that anger often points back to the places where we gave away our power, or ignored our needs, or kept trying to get water from the same empty well. Sometimes you realize the person you're mad at the most is the version of you who stayed too long, who didn't speak up, who tolerated nonsense in the name of peace. And we forgive them too, because they were doing their best, likely with bubblegum, chicken wire, and pettiness. Facing anger isn't about judging yourself. It's about being real enough to say, this is what I do when I feel unsafe. So today, take a moment or two and really look at your life for what it is right now. What are you still reacting to instead of responding? Where are you blaming instead of acknowledging? Where could you take more ownership of your feelings without turning it into shame? You do not have to fix it all today. You just need to start to see it. Facing yourself means you stop running from the truth long enough to meet it. And once you're able to fully face yourself, your emotions become something you work with instead of something that controls how you move through the world. So, let's take a deep breath, quiet the mind, open self. Now let's begin. I am brave enough to face what my anger is really about. I am brave enough to face what my anger is really about. My anger is information. My anger is information. I can witness my reactions without shaming myself for them. I can witness my reactions without shaming myself for them. Every time I tell myself the truth, I take back my power. Every time I tell myself the truth, I take back my power. I can hold myself accountable without abandoning my heart. I can hold myself accountable without abandoning my heart. My anger often points to the parts of me that still need care. My anger often points to the parts of me that still need care. I release the need to prove that I was right. I release the need to prove that I was right. I am learning to pause before I project. I am learning to pause before I project. I forgive myself for the times I reacted before I understood why. I forgive myself for the times that I reacted before I understood why. I am allowed to outgrow the conflicts that used to define me. I am allowed to outgrow the conflicts that used to define me. I can sit with discomfort long enough to grow from it. I can sit with discomfort long enough to grow from it. My boundaries are the language my anger has been trying to speak. My boundaries are the language my anger has been trying to speak. I face my feelings with honesty and respect. I face my feelings with honesty and respect. I can slow down enough to feel what's real beneath the reaction. I can slow down enough to feel what's real beneath the reaction. Facing myself is how I find my freedom. Facing myself is how I find my freedom. As always, thank you deeply for being here and sharing your energy with me today, human. Your journey matters, and I appreciate getting to be a small part of that. If you would like to support this work, you can always buy me a coffee. It means more than you know. And remember that every choice you make brings you closer to the life that you're manifesting. To help you further, remember to subscribe. It signals to the universe that you're committed to aligned action. I would genuinely love it if you dropped a comment below to help build your empowering new community. And give this video a like to affirm the abundance you wish to attract. With love, with laughter, and a very big belief in you. Until next time, keep affirming, keep believing, and keep becoming the change you wish to see in the world.